So I just realized something, and I do have to talk in a quieter voice today because my parents are home and my dad is extra angry today. But it's just, I just thought of something else, which is that, people like us have, like, people who are in traumatic households, or the parents are kind of shitty, and their emotions are volatile, and you weren't completely safe all the time, and there wasn't like healthy boundaries, and they weren't supportive of some of your interests, and they criticized you for no reason, and they were hypocrites, and they abused you, and they neglected you, and they gaslighted you, they manipulated you, they took advantage of you, they guilt tripped you, they shamed you in front of other people. These kind of parents who hate each other, you don't see the proper way to love. Like, you don't see a proper parent to parent love bond and intimate connection and understanding, mutual understanding. You don't get to have the deep bond you would have with your father and mother normally. This camera's close. If that's the case for you, then you just won't have the necessary models for what a healthy relationship looks like, and you don't realize that love is real, that you can have really deep connections with people that are safe, that are intimate, that are romantic, that are friendship, platonic. For me personally, I just don't ever feel like I can depend on someone else, and like, I feel like I always have to perform in front of other people because of this, and also the fact that I'm on self-improvement, so I'm very aware of social cues and social skills, like from reading books like How to Win Friends and Influence People, which is a 10 out of 10 book I definitely recommend to anyone. Or another really good book is The Charisma Myth. So those two books are probably 10 out of 10, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't finished The Charisma Myth, but I finished How to Win Friends and Influence People. If you're struggling with social life, those two books will change your life for sure. But that's besides the point. I just feel like I can never fully connect with someone, and that's partly because I don't feel like I relate with most people. And I saw a post from Layla Hormozy saying the price for being great, or the price for improving yourself at all, is loneliness. Like, that is the tax you have to pay, loneliness, which is really interesting to me. But yeah, that just explains some of it. But also, I just fundamentally don't yet know what it feels like to be loved unconditionally, to have healthy boundaries, safety, real connection, like real like moments of like laughter and like safety, and you disagree about something, but then you just like navigate it like so healthily, and like you two are able to have disagreements, you two laugh about the same shit, you goof around and whatever. Like, I just never have found that. But maybe it's just because I don't trust other people, or like my body doesn't, because my body's used to not my body's used to having to take care of other people's emotions, my parents' emotions. Like, if my dad's too angry, shit's gonna happen. He's gonna start screaming, he's gonna start fucking throwing furniture and hitting my mom or something, yelling at me, and it's gonna get scary. It's gonna get fucking scary. So I don't want that to happen. I have to appease him. I have to make him less angry. I have to take care of his emotions. And the same for my mom. If she's too angry, she's too resentful, she's gonna start exploding at me. She's gonna start screaming, and my dad's gonna get involved, and it's gonna get scary as well. It's fucked up. And if you're going through that, it's fucked up for you as well. People like us just don't know what healthy relationships look like, and so you don't want to go through life thinking your model of relationships is correct. You don't want to be one of those internet like normies that say like, oh, all men are bad, or all women just are this way, all men just want whatever. Like, you don't want to over stereotype your judgments about life based upon your shitty experiences in childhood that were not your fault and are fucking shitty, and you didn't deserve any of that, to be completely honest. But you still, it's the saying, like, it's not your fault, but it's your responsibility. Especially if you're a guy. I don't know why, especially if you're a guy, but especially if you're a guy, that is true. Like, people just tend to care less, I guess, about guys. You know what? I retract that. I don't really know, but I don't really want to get into that. But you get my point. Like, no matter who you are, it's your responsibility to deal with your trauma and to heal from it if you want to. If you don't want to for some reason, then okay, you do whatever, right? But I want to, because I want the healthiest, best, most loving, most fun, most like improving relationship possible. Like, I want the best wife, I want to be the best husband, I want to be the best father, and I want her to be the best mother for my kids. I want us to be so compatible and so unique yet compatible and so loving. And I'm sure you would want that as well. So therefore you need to heal. And what I've been doing is I've gotten therapy from, well, several sources, like the hospital, youth counseling program from this guy, and then another like counseling service from this company that the government funds in my country, Canada, and also from a Chinese family association where me and my mom used to get counseling, but now I'm just working with a counselor one-on-one. So she's really nice. She's pretty good, and she's not getting paid for her work at all, which is amazing, because I just think that demonstrates like a level of careness and like purpose in the work. Like, you love the work so much you're doing it for free. Like, that is crazy. Like, she's on her way to getting a full license, so I appreciate her. But she's honestly the one therapist that has helped me the most, the one person that I felt like understood the most, kind of. Despite talking to school counselors, hospital staff, Kids Help Phone, a line in Canada for youth mental health. I also called suicide crisis line once. And the government-funded program for youth, and the hospital programs, and the psychiatrists there, and the doctors, physicians, my family doctor even, and friends and teachers. Like teachers who I respect, like these men. Usually I've spoken to like 3 male teachers in my school. I've opened up to some high tier friends, like they're making money, they're working out, they're like gratitude, they're like working on, like, I don't know, their mental state, and like they're so social with people, and they're looking better, and people like that I've opened up to. So I've done it all, essentially. What's helped me the most, I think, I can't say exactly, but definitely the teachers and my friends who helped me. My friends took me to like a park, and this is a side tangent, but we went to this park. It was like winter last year, and we just fucking played around in the snow, and it was fucking cold. But we were like chasing each other. We were like making shitty jokes about like piss and stuff. They're high value people, by the way. High value sounds kind of weird, but sounds kind of corny, but you get what I mean. And we just fucking played, and we just like played songs, and they they try to make me feel very comfortable and like very loved, and ask me about what I'm going through and whatever, and they try to make it a good experience for me, and that was awesome. To be honest, that was fucking amazing. I'll never forget that night. We went to get pizza. They bought me pizza, and it was like four of us, right? Like two of these friends and then another friend who's actually pretty cool as well. Um, we were running in the snow, and then we ran to the pizza place, and I was running ahead because I like to run. We did cross country before that, so the season of 2024. So we were both in the cross country, or like we were all in the cross country mindset. I love running. I love beating other people, like competing and stuff. That was interesting, and that's not the only thing they did for me. Yet that one, like the friends thing, I also opened up to one of my best friends from a long time ago. So I've done a lot of things. Where was I going with this? Essentially, my therapist, the female therapist from the Family Counseling Chinese organization, who's now just my own therapist, she helped me the most out of the therapists because she really took the time to understand me, and it feels like she cares. And like they have to constantly remind me that they care because I'm just so numb to my emotions. Like I'm constantly performing. Like even in a time like my friends, like that night with the park and the pizza, like it felt like I had to perform still in some way. I had to make them feel like they were helping me. I don't know, I just always have to perform, and it's like I'm constantly manipulating other people's emotions, or I'm constantly very aware of it because of me having to do that to survive at home, like as a kid growing up with these shitty parents. It's fucked up people. And just hearing someone like say that they care, and it seems like they mean it this time because she's not even getting paid for her job, and she's smiling, and she's clearly interested in me, and all the kind words and the listening tactics that therapists do, whatever. It just made me realize, like, oh yeah, like sometimes people genuinely care about you. Like, I just forgot that was a concept, because if you're chronically online, you just see so much emotional bullshit, so much angry videos on YouTube, so much corny, cringy videos, so much horny videos, to be honest, and so much bullshit and so much triggering shit. You see people better than you. You see people who are losers, and you start to lose empathy for people, and your attention span decreases. But that's a separate point. And if you've been through trauma, you just kind of think that the whole world is like the internet, and then you go about your entire life thinking that people are just bad or bad in this way, or too exhausting for you, or judgmental or something. But in reality, like, oftentimes it comes from a good place. Like, sometimes I automatically associate people with like whatever they do. Like, someone tells me, like one of my friends said, like he just came up to me today and said, like, you know why I'm sad? And I was like, why? And I was like, because I wasn't allowed to wear my spirit wear, like my badminton hoodie, and I'm wearing it right now, by the way. Something like that. And then to me that felt like an attack, though, because I was wearing the hoodie. And then I was just like, oh, I mean, I was in a very bad mood, like just tired as fuck because I didn't get enough sleep. But it felt like an attack on me, or like I had to like defend myself, or I had to be like, fuck this guy, bro, what is he doing? Like that was the vibe. Whereas I just realized, like, what if he just wanted to connect? Like, what if he just wanted to complain? What if he felt it was unfair that he couldn't wear the badminton hoodie, which he wanted to me because I was wearing it and I'm like one of his friends. Like, what if that was the case? Like, it doesn't always have to be attacking. It doesn't always have to be lose win. Like, you lose, they win in a social interaction. Like, yeah, but sometimes that is the case. Like bullying, like bullies, like, or people that try to just make fun of you because it's fun for them to make fun of you who doesn't defend themselves. Which, by the way, you should start defending yourself. And just as a side point, if you're getting bullied, just get louder. Like, make sure more people can hear you and can hear the injustice that's happening to you, like at school. Look at the bully with the face of disgust, like, ew, like that. Because it's very primally triggering for them. They will feel socially outcast and just say, like, you, get away from me. Like, what are you doing? Teacher, he's doing this to me. Stop doing this, please stop. And have your hands like in the air, both of them like this. If you just do that, then they will bully you more the next time, and then if you do that again, then they'll just be like, oh, they're fucking defeated. Like, they can't get past you. You're not gonna be a guy who just stands by anymore. And then the level of bullying will just drop dramatically until it's zero. And then they'll bully someone else who doesn't defend themselves. If you don't want to be so extreme, you can just look at them with disgust, or like use whatever social tactics that like people use nowadays, especially with like Gen Alpha slang, whatever. I don't know. But that's a side point. Basically, I'm trying to search for like a wife, basically, in the future. And obviously I gotta become the man that my wife would want to marry. But yeah, I just really wish I could have some unconditional love or something. Like someone in my tribe. Like, I don't really have anyone. That therapist I was telling you about, the Chinese one, she's good, but she's not really in my life. She's just like an hour a week. And it doesn't feel real when it's not like real, you know? Like, a real friendship is like you see the person in person, and it's not just like scheduled, and it's not like, you know, within these boundaries of the work of like therapy. It should be real. Like, parents don't just like parent you for an hour a week, right? So yeah, I don't want to look for parental love and support from my partner. Like, I want to get all that healed before I start dating, or we grow together, or we heal together or something. But we got to be honest, both of us, if we're gonna do that, like with our traumas and shit. So yeah, I was just thinking, maybe real, like, people caring about you is a thing. Like, maybe that's the thing, you know? And I heard this quote somewhere: live with an open heart even if it hurts, or it's better to love and lose than to never have loved at all. And those quotes and related quotes have stuck with me ever since, and they've helped me keep going and live with an open heart even if it hurts. Because at the end of the day, like, I want to live fully. Like, I want to feel the pain if I feel it. Sometimes it's unbearable, I understand, but most of the times I want to be very honest with myself and be like, okay, I don't want to feel this pain anymore. What can I do about it? Instead of just pushing it away and never touching it, because it's always there anyway if you don't deal with it. Especially for guys. But for girls, I think you just talk it out or something. I don't really know how you guys deal with that shit. For guys, just problem solve. Fix whatever's making you fucked up. Whether that's like trauma or you're insecure about this and that. If you're insecure about it, then your brain is literally telling you it's fucking insecure about it. So just change it, and then you won't be insecure about it, and then you'll feel like 10 times better, and then you'll realize, wow, I'm not good enough. I am good enough. I just need to work on it first. I forgot why. I always go on these tangents when I'm recording videos. Hopefully you understand what I mean. Yeah. Sometimes people do care. And I think true love does exist. And that's really interesting because I read this from Pete Walker. complex PTSD, but you are supposed to be given unconditional love for the first 2 years of your life, like unconditional, like no matter what you do, you shit the bed, you whatever, your parents are supposed to love you unconditionally. But then after that, they gradually start adding limits to the love. So like if you scream at another kid, that's a no-no, and they will punish you for it, or they won't give you as much love. And that gradually like decreasing unconditional love continues until adulthood, where now you are a fully functioning, healthy human being who can form very healthy and secure and amazing relationships. And I think that just makes so much sense to me. So if you didn't have unconditional love when you were really young, maybe try to find it in something that's not damaging. Like maybe find comfort in stories or your bed or some activity that you like or something, maybe a person, but like an uncle or I don't know, something like that. Because I feel like that's really needed. Like your nervous system wants to be safe, and if you don't fulfill your safety thing, like how are you gonna do anything else in your life, right? That's why people turn to bad habits like video games, porn, junk food, drugs, casual sex, whatever. Because they're just trying to distract themselves from the emotional void that they have had since childhood. So I'm just saying, just heal that shit, bro. Get it like head on. Deal with it head on. And I think that makes you like a very high quality person. This video is not well made at all. I'm surprised like if anyone is watching at this point. Yeah, I gotta make sure my videos are more focused next time. But I'm just gonna yap. I don't care. I'm just yapping for now. And hopefully like you take some value away from everything I say, because when I'm talking, like it's years of just thinking and analyzing my own thoughts, and I'm just giving it to you distilled for free in this video. So like, you know, the books I recommend, the books I read, the insights, the quotes, all of that I think is very useful. It's been very useful for me at least. So take it as you will. If you're still watching, you have a 0.1% attention span. Congratulations, you are not like subhuman essentially. And I respect you and I love you. Peace.